Oops. Okay, there we go. So we're a very pink skyline. We've got Faiikung and Fai-Soup. We are playing against some randoms, so we definitely want to try and kill the ball in the middle here and cheat, or win the kickoff and cheat is also fine. Turn the volume down so we do the replay review now. Okay, good leave. Probably didn't need to flip away here, but it's fine. Definitely want to be closer to the play here and not backwards. The reason I said you don't really want to flip away here is because your teammate might just be blasting the ball on this bounce. Like the bounce that's about to happen, he could have just boomed the ball into the backboard, and in that case, you going up would have actually been better for a rebound. It turned out he didn't do that. He actually just didn't do anything. Get demoed. Okay, we're chilling in goal. Bit of an awkward position here. We're itching to get off the line so much that we ended up underneath the ball. You could have actually just rushed this challenge. It would have been fine, but sitting in goal is also okay. The reason I say that going for the immediate challenge would be okay is because the ball's so close to the wall, it's quite easy to clear that one with a side flip to the left. If you just drive up that wall, side flip to the left, you're clearing it. But yeah, if you want to use this near post position to defend, that's also fine. But you need to be inside the goal for it to work. Like driving off the goal line, you completely screwed yourself over. Well, driving off the goal line before the ball has arrived, basically, you totally screwed yourself over. If you just backed up a bit more, get properly into the goal, you'll actually have better vision and you'll have a run up to the clear ball when it comes. Like when the ball gets into this position, you can time your run up and drive into it by, already being off the goal line. Now we can't take a run up to the ball because we're already underneath it. We need to be further back when it's coming in. Then we won't get stuck underneath the ball like this. Like the strength of that position is that you're inside the goal. You need to be back, way behind the goal line. Okay, we're staying back here in the kickoff. That's fine. Bit of a slow takeoff, and whoa! What is this landing? Just spinning out of control. But hey, we've landed facing the right way somehow. Be careful going up for this kind of aerial if you are still working on the speed. Did we only single jump aerial here? I only heard one jump. Yeah, that's a single jump aerial, so you definitely need to learn fast aerials. I would make that a priority for your aerial game. Absolutely 100% necessary in the modern game to know how to fast aerial. And there's lots of guides on YouTube to explain how to do it. That's a good angle challenge though. Bit of understeer on the turn, so we missed the boost and we're heading back to goal again. Oh, we've really left our... Okay. Yeah, our rotation back to goal needs some work for sure. We kind of missed the goal here by a long way. Ideally you would be hanging a bit closer to the near post on this turn, so that if it does go off the near post like this, you're ready in that position, like tucked in at the near post like you were on the first goal that they scored. Just because it's closer, because then you don't need to run towards the ball and also across the box. You could just go straight to it. Bit of a dodgy pre-jump there. Oh. We're doing a couple of these single jumps where we think about flipping into the ball, then we just jump and then don't do much. Looks like we need to work on our landings when that happens, because we've lost all of our momentum here. One thing you can do is just a half flip backwards. This is quite advanced, but just to let you know what you do. If you jump in a direction, usually it'll be for a low aerial or even a high aerial, or an interception of some kind, and the ball changes direction like this. The play is just a half flip. That's all you need to do is half flip. So you've already jumped up. Now just backflip and air roll forward while also barrel rolling, and you'll land facing the other direction. Instead of doing this and landing all the way over here, then having to drive away, you can just half flip into position. You'll see pro players do this all the time when they think about going up for an aerial. They jump, and then they're like, "Oh, never mind," and they just Half flip out of the aerial. Okay, hold on. Is that guy... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Did this guy just trip on the goalpost? No, he didn't. He's just chilling. Yeah, we totally made a meal of this shot. This is, it's like a 3-course meal, at least. Maybe even more. Just wait. You gotta wait for the bounce. Gotta wait for the bounce on that one. Half volleys. I would say half volleys, fast aerials. If I was to pick 2 things to work on mechanically, it would be those things. They're the 2 things that you need to learn. Okay, I wouldn't recommend this, but I also wouldn't recommend what the other team are doing. What are they doing? It's such a blatant double commit. How does this even happen? I have to see what this guy sees. Like, why does he go for the ball here? Okay, he didn't actually commit too hard, but I'm thinking, why is he right up behind his mate? Just chill. I don't know. There's definitely some upside to going for this ball. But when you move into this position, your number 1 priority should be, okay, how do I recover after I commit? And your recovery was kind of okay. So this isn't the worst play ever. We got back pretty quick, actually. Landed on our wheels, still had a bit of boost left over. Those are 2 important things. Like, if you're gonna... I'll just back it up one more time. If you're gonna make a challenge in the opposition corner like this, the keys to remember are, make sure you land on your wheels after the challenge immediately. Don't dodge into the ball here, because you're gonna bounce off the wall and your car is gonna grind to a halt. Don't do that. You either single jump into the ball, double jump into the ball, or don't jump at all. Those are the options usually. Demos are actually really powerful, so good on you doing that. We did dodge here. This is not a good idea. Like, dodging the opposition corner very often gives you a really bad recovery. We got kind of lucky that we landed so clean, but the dodge actually did nothing except slow us down. Yeah, boost steals, demos, drive-by, fake challenges, they're all very valid things to do in that position. Here, I don't know why we drove in so close. Like, it was pretty clear we weren't going to get there in time for the finish. There's no point moving in. We should have just waited back, and now we would move in. But because we moved in close for some reason, we're out of position now. And we even missed a boost, and we missed another boost. Now we're getting 12 pads at least. Oh! Oh, he's got the moves! And he dribbles the open net as well. Huge plays by Faiikung. I've accidentally put it in slow motion. Don't know how I did that. Oh! Somebody stop this man. Unbelievable. Right, 1-1. We've still got this. Interesting. Right, second replay in a row where we've had this same kickoff. I know you said before the, or you said in Discord when you sent me this replay that you're working on your kickoffs. I like that you're trying to incorporate a dodge in your approach. That's good. That's necessary to be efficient and fast. But I would recommend, if you're learning, just do a front flip. Just do a front flip if you're wanting to learn. Do the diagonal flip once you've mastered a front flip. What are the other team doing? Oh my days. Badger. You need to calm down, my friend. It's just like... Why? Why? It's so obvious that that's the other guy's ball. It's so obvious that that's not his ball. But he still goes for it anyway. Sideways. Man. Alright. Oh, that's a nice touch. Okay. Okay, we're an air dribbler. Oh. Okay then. Hold up. This was pretty nice, actually. This was decent. Oh yeah, wrong person. You're right. Hey, are we chilling in the goal, actually, this whole time? Oh man, you're so eager to get off the goal line, just like earlier. Very eager to get out of this position. Just chill. Just relax. Just chill behind the goal. It's all good. Look at that. We're so eager to get off the goal line when a 50-50 is about to go down. Like, being in the goal is totally fine here. Don't listen to all the phony Rocket League coaches who tell you need to move constantly at all times. And they just have you driving around in circles, moving out of position constantly. Nah, just sit in goal. It's totally fine. Very autopilot here. Don't know what happened. We just kind of got magneted into the box and we drove into our teammate. This is way too risky to attack. You can't go for this ever in a million years. The score is 1-1. We are not desperate for a goal right now. Our teammate is currently on the ball, so even if this didn't look at even if it wasn't at best a 50-50 with a goalkeeper, which is bad, by the way. You don't want your best case scenario to be a 50-50 with a goalkeeper. This would also be like pretty risky because your teammate's literally there. We have bumped him. Okay, we got to defend near post here. Yeah, we just have to prioritize near post defense more. Like I said earlier, good that you're rotating back to goal, but you don't have the luxury of a back post rotation when you don't have a goalkeeper. If you don't have a goalkeeper, you have to cover the near post. So on your rotation back, you should be aiming like maybe just to the middle of the goal. That way you can lunge to the near post if the shot comes in, But we moved away to the back post initially, which put us too far away from defending the near post. We get scored on. We've done that twice this game, so it is worth mentioning. Okay, we're stuck under the ball. Just a bit too slow. So when the ball goes off like this, it's obvious that our cheat is not going to work. Now, if you want that boost in the corner, you need to grab it immediately and then turn around and get ready to deal with this touch, which, like, that touch usually at this kind of rank is just going to be a hard touch to the back wall, like this. So what you need to do is quickly grab the boost and then move into a shadow position. We won't get scored on. Like, see how long we just did nothing here for? We reversed into goal, which is fine. If the ball comes towards us, great, we're going to take it. It didn't. Okay, it's towards him. Now let's use the 45 boost that we have to go get the 100 boost in the corner. And then we can shadow in between the ball and our near post. But we kind of just did the opposite. We didn't grab the boost. We parked our car the wrong way. And then we missed the ball. Everything went wrong. Right, are we going to do a fake kickoff or something? Spice it up. Okay. Looking a bit dodgy here. We probably could have just driven forward into that ball. No need for the reverse. Wow. Bang! What a mighty shot that is. But probably the criminal move here is this fake challenge. What is this? What are these camera settings, by the way? Why would you fake this challenge? Like, when you're this committed, you have to go for the ball. I know I said earlier that 50-50s with a goalkeeper are a bad idea, but that knowledge, the knowledge that a 50-50 with a goalkeeper is a bad idea, should stop you from going for this in the first place. But if you've already committed, you've got to go for it. Like, continuing with a bad idea is better than doing absolutely nothing, Like, following a bad plan will probably be more impactful than driving forward into no man's land, turning around and running away.
Even a diamond? He can't even dribble the ball in 2 seconds without someone stealing the ball and immediately scoring.
Wow, Dizzy Mercury with harsh words. Stuck to the 20 months, by the way. That's rude. So again, we are in this near post position, kind of. Walking into a pretty obvious dunk there, though. So is our teammate. Did I say thanks, by the way, to YazLife98 for the sub? Don't know if I did. And also WavyBear66. Appreciate you guys. I was pretty distracted by replay when you both subbed. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see what happens here. Right. Bang. Boom. Excellent bumping. And then we dodged for no reason. Why the dodge? Why? The dodge here does absolutely nothing. Like, I think it's it's just like an automatic thing that you're doing. Like, every time you hit the ball, you dodge into it for extra power. But actually, all the dodge is doing here is ruining your recovery. And it's hitting the ball in almost the exact same way as it would have otherwise. The other thing that's worth mentioning is the angle you've chosen. There's two things afoot here. Number one, we've dodged into the ball, ruining our recovery. Number two, we've just hit the ball down the line at the opponent. That's where he is. We don't want to hit the ball at him, because he's just going to take it, usually. Better to hit it away from him. He actually messed up so badly here. Oh! Wow. Well, this was a pretty awful idea, but it's worked out. But I still want to point out how terrible of an idea this was. So, reasons why you should not go for this ball. Reason number one, your teammate is out of the game. Reason number two, this guy, Fat and Furious, is beating you to it. He's going to clear the ball to the side, and then that's going to be an open net for the other team. Reason number three, the goalkeeper could literally 50-50 the ball with you, and yeah, he's going to save your shot. That's already enough reasons, in my opinion, to not go for this. But hey, somehow Fat and Furious backflipped, so you scored. I don't know why he backflips here, but that's literally the only way that you score. Like, in order for you to score here, the opponent has to backflip when he's just driving into the ball. That had to happen for you to end up with a goal. And the other guy also drove away from the ball. They both just drove away. Like, it's like you just parted the Red Sea here. They both just left the ball. But if and only if both those things happened, were you going to score there. Therefore, it was a terrible idea. You should avoid doing that again. But hey, this game, it got you an equalizer. So, I mean, the only situation I'd say that you go for that is if it's 0 seconds or maybe 5 seconds left, I guess. And it's the last chance of the game. Okay. So we tried to bring the ball down. I like the idea. Kind of got caught off guard by that guy, I suppose. And we do just get dunked on. Try not to go so low on the ball there. And also outside goal side. If you want to avoid this happening, like obviously this guy caught you off guard. That guy, he kind of slipped in behind the ball. But if you want to avoid that happening, get goal side on the ball. See here, we're totally on the outside of the ball. We're just making our car into a wall for the ball to bounce off and go towards our goal. See, like that? If you want to avoid that from happening, get between the goal and your ball. Between the ball and your goal, I should say. Or at least cover that angle so that this kind of thing can't happen. It's also probably a misplay from this guy. Let's see what he did. Yeah, he just slowed down. Just too slow. He could have got there, but he was just too slow, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Easy game. 4-4. Okay, we almost scored another kickoff goal. Free play better than training pack? Probably. If you're all about improving your mechanical ability, free play is where it's at. Pass! Oh. This is a really good passing opportunity. Your teammate has just landed somewhere in front of you, and you've got to run up at the ball. If you just boom this ball at your teammate, he can ping it on target. It's going to be beautiful. But we boomed it away into the corner. Now the goalkeeper's going to take it. They are tackling each other though. Like, we're relying on the opponents to make mistakes in order to get a win here. Just want to highlight another dodge into a wall that totally ruins our recovery. This time we have 3 boosts as well.
See you in Dallas.
So, yeah, not a good idea. A demo there would have been better. A fake challenge would have been better. There wasn't any boost to seal, so those were really the only 2 options you had, which were better. M-Dog, how you doing, man? Oh, wow, 42
Johnny, did
months.
you know that one bee has to fly about 90,000 miles,
That's
3
insane.
times around the globe,
Welcome back,
to
dude.
make 1 pound of honey?
See you in Dallas. I don't know yet. I've not made plans, but... What month is it in? I've forgotten what month RLCS is in. Is it in June or something? And Dizzy Mercury, I think I do actually remember hearing that. That is something I think I've heard before, but it is a crazy fact. Thanks to 350 bits as well.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Wait, it's in the end of April? What? That's so soon. The LAN is in the end of April. How is it so early? I guess maybe they wanted to avoid the Olympics or something. Wow. Wait, is it on the wall? Does it literally say RLCS Dallas on the wall in the game? No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Blake. Okay. Oh, man, so risky. Way too slow. If we were gonna go for this ball, we should have gone quicker. I feel like if you hesitate at all, you shouldn't go. Just make that a rule. If you hesitate, don't go. Not worth it. You hesitated, just go back. If you're gonna go, you need to commit immediately and go as fast as you can in these kind of positions, because this is just getting us scored on over and over again. Our teammate is still recovering. Ball's in the corner. The only way that this is good is if we get up super fast and like squash it into the middle somehow, which is pretty hard to do. Like I think this is just a no-go. You don't go for this. It's like way too hard to get something good out of this ball. And it's way too easy for the other team to get something good out of it. Look how easy that was. He just had to hit the ball forward and bam, he's in a counter-attack. You had to like do a very precise touch to the side. I don't know. Not worth it in my opinion. Just don't go. Not worth it at all. I think if you cease all challenges, if you stop making plays on the ball in the opposition corners, you're going to be significantly better as a 2v2 player. Like, that's one of the strategical changes you should make. The second one being your rotation back to goal. Just rotate back to the center of the goal in 2v2, not the back post. Because back post is... Well, unless you literally have a goalkeeper who's getting ready to save a shot, then I suppose you go back post if you can't pressure the ball. Like, it is situationally possible. But most of the time in 2v2, you just want to rotate straight back to the middle of the goal. And then tuck yourself in that near post spot. If it's your job to cover the goal, that is. If your teammate is already pressuring the ball. So a bit of miscommunication here. It looked like you moved forward to pressure the ball somewhat just by your presence. And the other guy did hit the ball over you as a result. Now, if that happens, you've just got to leave it for your teammate. Just trust him to make the save, because he did rotate behind you with 100 boost. But we didn't really trust him. We kind of just panic jumped underneath the ball. It's about understanding your role. Like I was talking before, you know, if your teammate's pressuring the ball, it's your role to cover the goal. Likewise, if you're pressuring the ball, it's your teammate's job to cover the goal. If your teammate's covering the goal, it's your job to pressure the ball, and so on and so on. Like, just one of you do one of them, the other do the other. And you'll be fine. But yeah, you guys kind of just got outpaced towards the end of this game. Like another time that we just took way too long to go to the ball. Too much hesitation, just a bit too slow. But overall, I would say just focus on those 4 things I was telling you about, like fast aerials and half volleys for offense, mechanical ability, and for strategy, just that rotation has to be quicker back into defense. Needs to be more precise when you arrive at the goal as well. And yeah, don't commit to the offensive corner so much. Just don't do it.